Okay. So, I am going to be doing yet another feedback quest thing, day, something. I think this is number 5 at this point, and the game list just keeps coming. There's still, oh, I don't know, like 130 things on that list I have not actually checked out. Right now, I plan on maybe doing about 6 of them or so. I'm probably going to be going for about 2 hours. So without further ado, let's actually get into it. So some of these are not downloadable, some of them are browser only. The first one here I'm just going to quickly check out is going to be as such. It is called, well, apparently just rather uninspiringly Shadow Game. Shadow Weaver is apparently its name, although it's a little inconsistent on whether or not it's actually called that. So we have this graphic, yeah. So that is the graphic on one of the pages, but otherwise it seems to just be consistently called Shadow Game, so I think Shadow Game is probably the, like, work, like the developer work in progress, whatever, file name of it, effectively. Code name, I guess. So, without further ado, let's actually get this thing full screened. Okay, a little bit of, like, music box type of music. That's alright. Okay, so, this game is going to be a platforming, kind of puzzle game where you can actually, spawn your own platforms. That text is kind of hard to read a little bit to me. The graphics are fine, but it's a little hard to read that and see certain things. Okay, sound effect is much louder than the music. Much louder. Okay. So you can recall your platform. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. The character kind of runs a little too fast, I feel. There we go. Not sure why collecting potions is needed to open a door, but, well, it is. Not gonna talk too much, you're watching on your phone? Okay. Cool, you can listen to me wherever you are. Isn't modern technology wonderful? You can be out in the middle of a forest and you can just have me accompanying you, Because that's obviously what you want to do. Rather than appreciating nature. Oh, I wonder what this guy has to say about this game. So, I mean, game is a little basic. Yeah, okay, there we go. That is kind of a problem. Like, you kind of... well, yep, right there. Can't really see where to drop to, and... the way that it looks is it looks like if you drop, you will actually just outright die. And technically speaking, I did not click. Why did that just spawn? technically speaking, it's true if you just accidentally fall, like, right there specifically. So yeah, there's a little bit of glitches in this game. Yeah, you just kind of fall through the world there when you die. Yeah, didn't click again. So that's a very strange bug that probably shouldn't be happening. Okay, if the platform is going down, it kind of feels like you're losing some of your jump potential. I kind of feel like it takes a little bit too long for you to recall the thing. I thought you still had 3 minutes left, dude. But hello. Okay, potion counter is gone. I don't think that is intentional because the potions seem to still be a thing. So, game seems a little broken. Like, you can get up to this point, but then you lose the counter for... how many... Wait, what? Do you have a range? Oh yeah, you only have a certain range you can place it in. So how you doing, dude? What games did you check out? You mistimed it. Sorry. Sorry for what? It's 3 minutes. I mean, it's close enough. Oh, I don't think there's anything up there. Oh, okay. Yeah, not being able to kind of pan the screen around, you know, I wouldn't have really necessarily thought to check this one, because again, it looks like it's just gonna be death. Wait, what? You revisited Feisty Fauna. I'm not familiar with that one. It's not the Cerealim looking game there, right? The monster, like, catching and breeding game? Monster Rancher thing? I keep looking over at chat when I get over there for some reason, and I keep dying and then expecting something to change. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? It's the one with the chickens. Can't say I... The one that kind of looks a little bit like mobile game with its art. I think I might vaguely know which one you're talking about, but I haven't looked at it. It's not one of the ones on my current list to check out. And I don't know where the door is. This level in particular is very lengthy. I don't know how many potions I have. I don't know how many are needed. That's a heck of a jump. Nope. A little indeterminate on how far you are actually going to be able to jump. There we go. Okay, well, that is that full game, I guess. I think it is partially broken. I'm not sure. The one with this chicken. What was the name of it? You said it was Feisty Fauna. Okay, hold on. Let me go check the overall submissions here. Feisty Fauna. Oh, it's the one that has the fox in the background. Yeah. What the heck is it? Is it like a roguelike? There are new status effects, such as being poisoned or chilled. Oh, good. So you can have poisoned chickens. It's a cute survivor's like with a focus on the story. Survivors like with a story? How's that working? Do you only have a certain amount of time or a certain amount of enemies per level or something? You were frozen many times. Oh, cool. Frozen chicken breast. Shut up, phone. What is it you want, phone? What is it this time? Come on. Oh, cool. Thank you. Alright. There's a story in between the levels and objectives change depending on your campaign choices. So, is it kind of like a shooter? Like, you're saying it's a survivors like, so is it kind of like the, what is it, Shadows Must Fall, where you are able to directly shoot and act, or is it more of kind of the stereotypical passive, you know, you are mostly focusing on running away from enemies and avoiding taking hits while you're auto-shooting? Okay. Next game up I'm going to be doing is going to be, let's see. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do a game called Meats in Burger. Sorry, wait, what? Maybe I won't. This application may depend on other compressed files in this folder. Oh, and there's UAC complaining again. Are you a virus? So, Meats and Burger is supposed to be a horror game, although the horror I'm feeling right now is whether or not it's going to work or whether or not I just started a virus. Okay, dude. Error couldn't... So, it doesn't want to run? What the heck? Hold on. Technical issues here. There we go. Alright, we got something. It's alive. It's alive! There you go. Meats and Burger. Alright. So, I swear that this is something I've seen before. I think there's been a couple of other popular fast food themed horror games before, and this is probably heavily influenced by them. But yeah, it's a fast food themed horror game. I never played any of the other fast food themed horror games back when I think they were popular, or at least when I first saw them. Ooh. Are we good? I don't know what that was. Meats and Burger, you know, rootkit is now installed in your Windows 32 directory. Raw meat, lettuce, cheese, tomato. Okay, nuggets, taters. Okay. It's fine, we'll just leave the freezer door open. It's fine. What? You know, just mold spores in the air. It's good.
Hey, kid. Excited for your first day? I'm calling to remind you about the house rules again. As you may know, our restaurant is highly acclaimed, so there's always going to be customers at this time. Unfortunately, our last employee had some complications and will only be able to return next week. But I think that you can handle everything just fine on your own. That way we don't have to pay more people. Remember to serve the customers and deliver exactly what they order. Don't mess up the order, or you'll be fired. And don't try to do anything funny with our burger joint. Wait, what? And don't try to do anything funny. Our burger joint is monitored 24/7 to prevent any flaws in our impeccable service. If you need more ingredients, just go over to the freezer. And make sure to restock it all personally every morning. Oh yeah, right. There's a recipe book I left on the counter near the packaging. It'll guide you in assembling the orders. I think that's about all I have to say. Good luck on your first day.
Is this going to be a little bit of, like, Freddy? is this the dev? I like the little crown. Okay, is this a window? What is that? Oh, that's a car. Oh my god. Like, the CRT filter is so extreme, I can barely make out certain things. Okay, french fries, nuggie, hamburger onto copper plate from Vintage Story. White thing on the top right there, into burger, into patty, into cheese, lettuce and tomato, into... So that's supposed to be wrapping paper. These are very squeaky fans. Just stick your hand into the fryer, it's fine. It's healthy, it's good for you. Okay, cookbook, okay. Yep, nug. Taters. Hamburger. Okay, so... So this is like the preparation table? Okay, speak.
Hello, good morning. What's your menu?
Oh, ASWD, okay. The usual?
Obviously. But, where do I see this menu? It's next to the window. I'll have a full burger, then. Anything else? That's all. Thank you. Alright. Pay at the next window.
I mean, you could just take the money, but yeah. Only people showing up that late at a burger place are the stoners. Don't know about it being highly claimed. I mean, look, dude. Stoners still have taste buds. Even if they're only semi-functional for some of them, but, you know, like... It could be a highly acclaimed stoner joint. You know, joint as in place, not, you know... Bread top, bread base. Okay, so what do I do with this? Can I... Okay, that's fine. Well, the rats can have that. Okay. Bread base. Bread top. Mm-hmm. Do you just want, like, a bread burger? That sounds good, right? Where's the patties? Hamburger packaging. Okay, okay. Yep, we can... Yep. I have no idea where the actual patties are. I mean, it would make sense that the patties would be, you know, left in the freezer and you know, are frozen simultaneously. Some of the places I've seen, or, you know, you can find a lot of places where they're a little, well, I say a little, but incredibly sketch. So, do I put cheese on it while it's cooking? That's probably cooked enough, right? It's been long enough, right? Okay. Where is the cheese? There you go. Alright. There's the cheese. So this is supposed to be a horror game, but I don't know how long it's going to take to actually reach the horror aspect. Yeah, again, jokes aside from the beginning of the potential virus thing. Although I could also make a joke of the real horror right now is just the CRT filter. Okay. That is a very top-heavy burger. Also a very big burger. Dear God, that's like a full pound patty there. Hello? Money? Give him money now, please. Thank you. Hey, you want this? Well, they took it. Can I get the money? Hey? Ooh. Is the game broken? Was I supposed to immediately take the money? You know what? That's a +1 in the fact that I can actually exit the game. And it has an escape menu. There's been a fair few the past couple of days where there's been no such thing. Even for the ones that look pretty bad at capitalism. Yeah, I'm allergic to money. I'll just karate chop the car from here.
Ah, thanks, my friend. That was exactly what I wanted. You're welcome. Come back anytime.
Okay, so no, you just yeet it at them. Well, at least we don't have to deal with the squeaky things anymore. So what's lighting this thing up then? Yes, the white stains.
Hi. I'll go, I want a burger. Anything else? No, fries and the burger. Okay. Pay at the next window. Yeah. That's all, the fries and the burger. Yeah, sir, I got it. Proceed to the next window to make the payment, please. Payment, yeah, I'll pay, I will. With your soul.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my sound down, because I think this is gonna be you turn around and it's a screecher. I can hear something, like, behind me.
Yeah, alright, sir. Can you go to the next window now, please? Sir, hello? Hi. The burgers without veggies. Yeah, without veggies. Alright, sir. Is that all?
Got it. It is captured. Hey, do you want to feel like you're actually working at a, at a burger joint? There you go. Retail simulator. With, what is it? Probably like a 3 a.m. stoner? Chat, you were right. You called it of just this being stoner place.
That.
It's 1:30, actually. I got a little spooked by seeing my own hand. Oh good, another white stain. Huh. So, I swear those are actually just mold spores. We got like a light switch we can turn back on, or... How am I supposed to cook without power? I don't think this grill is gas-fired. Oh yeah, and they want... Wait, yeah. They want hamburger, and fries, but how can we fry the fries without power? Well, I mean, it could have a pilot light, just... How do you know if it's done? Oh, come on, there's got to be a light switch somewhere, right? The real horror is being like that one lady that ran the entire, what was it? Was it Burger King or McDonald's there? And then she lost her job despite actually doing her job because people started praising her for actually running the entire store by herself. Do you know what I'm talking about there, chat? You can relate to this customer too much, that's why you order at the machine. I personally kind of hate the machines. What was it? Oh, thank God there is. Thought the rest of the game was just going to be in pitch blackness. Okay. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for this. There we go. Alright, just put that there. Where's the taters? Oh, right, I put them over here. You think it was a Burger King. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, what is it? I think it's been about 4 years since I went to Burger King last time. I don't do fast food a lot to begin with, but the last time I went to a Burger King, it pretty much killed it for me, like, permanently. So, honestly, doesn't surprise me that it was a Burger King. There we go, just turn that off. Alright, so he just wants a standard hamburger. No lettuce, no tomato, just bun, cheese, and meats. It's fair enough, I guess. Okay, meats. Do we have cheese? We have cheese, right? Yeah, we got cheese. Can I put this on the burger while it's cooking? It's fine. A little bit of melted cheese. You know, pre-melted cheese. It's fine. It's good for the customer. I mean, this guy is probably high as a kite. He probably doesn't know what he wants anyway. I mean, obviously he doesn't know what he really wants anyway, so... Yeah, that's good. It's fine. He won't know. Here, hold on. There you go. Give a little bit of extra flavor in. Yes, the bread burger. I cannot pick that up now, by the way. I think that's glitched out, actually. Okay. Let's try again. It will... Here, you want this? There you go. Maybe the real horror is working in fast food at 3 a.m. It's 1:30-ish, actually. Actually... So, it will not let you give them a charcoal burger, unfortunately. You know, some people like it when it's, you know, blackened and charred. And inedible. There you go. Okay. No. Alright, try again. I keep not expecting it to, like, snap onto the thing. The rats can have that. There you go, buddies. Enjoy. Okay. So we don't want that. We don't want that. Oh, look at that. Oh, God. What, wasn't this happening with the McDonald's orders? Oh, shit. I'm getting distracted again. Would you believe I actually did work in a kitchen? Can't you tell? With my professional food preparation skills here. Okay, he wants cheese. Fortunately, I can't exactly reach over the counter, I don't think. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Alright. There you go. Money, please, now.
That was it. That was what I wanted. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Come back anytime. Please don't.
Of course, I'll come back, yeah.
We look forward to seeing you here again. Have a good day here at Pork and Burger. Don't choke on your food. How long ago was that? 30 years? When was the Brontosaurus last left alive?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Meats and Burger. Would you like to place an order?
Good evening. Are you still open?
Yes, sir. We are.
Great. Tell Brian to make the usual. Say it's Chani.
Hani.
Shahani. Sorry, there's no Brian here. What do you mean, Brian left? He made such good pizza.
Pizza.
Sir, this is a burger joint. Burger joint? Aren't you from Pizza World?
No.
Sir, this is Meats and Burger, like I said at the beginning. Oh my god, sorry, wrong number.
No shit.
Sorry for the trouble. Good night.
Is that supposed to be a cobweb? Oh god, it is actually now 2:24 in the morning. Cool.
Hey, Jay. Long time no see. What's up?
I think you confused me with someone else.
Oh, shit, my bad. I thought you were Jay. Looks like they finally hired someone to help Jay.
Sorry, sir, but it's my first day. I don't know who this Jay guy is.
Jay, man. He works here doing everything.
Maybe Jay's on another shift. Either that or he quit.
Yeah, you're right. Just weird he didn't even tell me. Maybe he's just tired.
Probably. So, do you want anything?
Sure, give me some fries.
Just fries?
That.
Alright. Proceed to the next window and I'll deliver your order soon.
Cool.
God, chat, you really did actually hit the stoner comment. Like, dead on there, didn't you? Just... What is it, 3 a.m. now? No, still 2:24. 2:24 in the morning, fries. Just fries. Wouldn't want to go too crazy and have too much on your stomach by, you know, eating anything else. Just some nice, healthy, greasy sticks. Okay, so you can actually kind of, like, throw them at the table and it will kind of magnetize itself, so... It's kind of nice if you're actually preparing for it. Can I trick shot this? Yes, actually you can. There you go.
Thanks, bro. I love these fries. Hey, if Jay shows up, tell him to check his phone.
Yeah, sure, I'll let him know when I see him. It's a horror game about making minimum wage for a chain burger place at 3 a.m. for stoners. Hey, can I, like, see my character in here? No? Also, what do you mean camera? Why is there a camera? I just saw him as he was sneaking away, because I was looking up here for the CCTV. There is none. Oh, I thought I could turn it off. 2:30. Wait, 3:37. Jesus Christ! So it has now been an extra hour of this guy just like staring blankly at this since the last order. Like, there isn't even enough orders to pay this guy's wage. I'm sorry, sir. Could you speak up? I didn't really understand you.
I said, I'd like some fries and 2 full burgers, please.
Sir, what? Can you speak louder? I'm a little hard of hearing.
I would like some fries and 2 burgers, please.
Fries and 2 burgers?
Yeah.
Okay. Pay at the next window, please.
Okay.
Alright, so we need 2 burg. Really? God damn it. I mean, I was walking here anyway. How did I just turn that on with the door closed? You know what? Don't ask. Don't question it. Alright. Alright. Toss that. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be done by the time I get back. There you go. Okay. Bread base. Yep. Yep. I think I actually need to do it on the preparation table. Okay. So chat, would you eat at a place where the employee is just manhandling your burger like this? Okay, we do have a sink in here. I was wondering if we even had a sink. Okay, so he wants fries now, right, too? Yep, okay. Alright, so tater, yep. More annoying than anything. Hey, it's fine. The dirt adds some texture, you know, a little bit of grit. Okay, what are we missing? So the fries, we need the patty. Alright, some patty. And he wants cheese on both, I think, so... Cheese, cheese, tomato, tomato, lettuce, lettuce. Where's the bun? Bun, bun. I don't know what that was. Was that for nug? Yeah, those are nug trays, right? There you go. Some rat can use it as a little home. Okay, where? There you go. Isn't that what they do at these places anyway? It kind of depends where you go, I guess. Because,
That's right.
what is it? Frickin', like, Waffle House. Once you... What is it? I think it's like once you reach South Carolina, people just stop using gloves. Like, nobody wears gloves in fast food past that particular border. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Come back again anytime. The real horror. Just really faulty wiring. It's now 4 in the morning.
Good evening. I'd like 1 burger and 2 nugs, please.
Alright. Would you like to add or remove anything from the burger?
You decide.
Okay. Please go to the next window, too.
Cool.
Okay, so he just wants me to decide? Alright, I'll decide.
Oh, yes. I'll decide.
He gets burger, nothing else. Alright, just hamburger, nug. Okay. This dude is just built different. He's just taking these hot-ass burgers off this thing. Not just that, but also pretty much just touching the actual surface of that thing. Let's see, where's the nugs? Alright. Honestly, wouldn't even surprise me if this guy was like, oh, could you actually, like, pan-fry the nugs, please? Wait, you don't want it in the fryer? No. I want you to, like, pan-fry it. Alright, so there's that. Nugget packaging. Nugget packaging. Wait, he only wants 1 burger. It's fine. I'll have an extra for later. We don't have a heat lamp, but it's fine. There you go.
This is what I'm talking about. Still missing something, though. I know, sir. I'm all ready. Then go finish it. Rude. Alright, so we already had the one freak just, you know, in the back room there. How long do you think it's going to be before it's just a jump scare? So we need packaging. We need what else? I didn't need to wrap the nug, right? Nah. Okay, cool. Okay, so patty. Oh, bread. Bread. There you go. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. 2 nuggets, the burger without veg. That's how I like it. I already like you more than than that other loser. Good thing he left. Jay? I don't know that jerk's name. Every time I saw him, he had a dumb face. Although Jay is also kind of fitting by calling him jerk, huh? Anyway, so sometimes I heard him crying, but he broke up with his woman. Jay had a woman? How should I know? I'm just guessing. A wimp like him crying must mean his woman left him for something better. I've said too much. If you see that idiot around, tell him to hit the gym on the corner. Sure. Count on me and come back anytime, dude. Alright, 3, 2, 1 power outage. No? 5:59. That is a great camera perspective, thank you. Is he back here again? No. 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning and the sunlight still isn't out. Hey dude, how you doing?
Good evening, dear attendant. How's your night going?
Good, I think?
Oh, that's great. Working at a drive-thru this late must be quite an experience.
Well, yeah, quite an experience in boredom. I wouldn't say that exactly, though.
Oh, why say that? Working at night is less work. Usually fewer people come during this shift and you get more free time. Plus, it gives you lots of stories to tell your friends later.
Yeah, but like, come on, let's be frank here. This place, considering they already have the CCTV inside of the place, if he pulled out his phone to even just like read, they would probably fire him. You know? This already seems like a toxic place to work at.
When I was younger, I worked the night shift at a convenience store for 2 years. I've seen so many weird things, but, you know, some of them are pretty hilarious. On my first day, I had to deal with a drunk guy. He argued with the entrance pole for about 10 minutes.
Well, that must have been funny. Do you want anything?
Ah, sure. I'll have 3 burg and 1 nug. I heard the nuggets here are out of this world.
Absolutely, sir. Are the burgers fully loaded?
No, can you just do meat and tomato?
Sure. Want anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, proceed to the next window to pay.
Got it. Got
Any problem?
Oops, dude. I forgot my wallet.
Sorry, no money, no service.
Looks like I'll have to continue my trip hungry.
Unfortunate, but I can't help you. Sorry.
It's okay. I'll sleep hungry tonight, but tomorrow will work out. Thank you. Good night. See you tomorrow.
I'm gonna turn this on, he's gonna be behind me, right?
You were warned.
What? Alright, well, that's game.
What do you think, chat?
I personally think it's alright. It goes on the horror aspect kind of light, and some of the mechanics of just constantly needing to turn the radio off and
flip the switch back on is a little... I think it's a little bit too much. I think they have it as a thing too often. Odd. Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, really, the real horror here is actually just you working fast food at like 3 in the morning, and, you know, as Chat said, it is basically retail simulator when you're dealing with stoners at a very, very late hour. So I'm going to be looking at another one up. Next one up is one called Tower Lab. I somehow missed this thing multiple times with me looking throughout the entire submission list. I only found this today. About probably an hour or two before the stream. And I immediately downloaded it. It is a tower defense level game where physics is the main thing here. You need to push the enemies off the level. Not kill them outright, but actually push them off. So, I want to look at it just for that premise alone. Oh, well, there goes that. If you want a physics game, try Rolling with the Punches. Is that in the submission list, or is that a completely unrelated game to the whole game jam? Are we going to the next wave, or what's happening here? Draw a pile at the start of each build phase, X number of cards. That. On the list. Rolling with the Punches. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Let me write that down quickly in my little notepad. Rollin'. Did you spell it exactly how it is spelled? Wait. So that was the whole wavelength? Did it glitch out? Like, did one of the little pill dudes get stuck in the entryway? Kinetic tower. Launches floating projectiles that push enemies and pulses. Sorry? Oh, there we go. Okay. Fan tower. I don't think you can actually rotate these. Oh, yes you can. Oh. Can you post the link? I personally have no issues if you post the link. Automod, on the other hand, might. Okay. So, I like the idea that it is a physics-based tower defense game. I guess in a certain way you could even call it a puzzle game, because you're going to be trying to, like, figure out what combination of towers and where might be the best way of getting them off of the level. But I think that you can already see a major glaring issue here right now. Once all the things are off the screen, it's taking like half a minute for the game to actually, you know, like, recognize that. So many games for this jam the whole time. Yep. Definitely. Because I've done... This is my 5th stream now for this jam. I have done, I think, 26 total games at this point that I have reviewed. Anyway, not counting the ones I'm doing right now for this stream. But 26 out of, I think it's 155. I have done... What, an 1/8? 1/8 of all of them. By my calculations, I should be able to reach about 50 by the time this jam ends. That's a third. 50 games is a heck of a lot. 150... it's a lot. Reduces object size and mass. So, a shrink tower. With a shrink ray. Mine tower. Shrink intensifiers. Okay. You hit 12 today. You had fun with this game. Yeah, it looks promising, but right now I'm kind of annoyed at it in the fact that some levels, well, some waves are just not ending when you've okay, I don't have energy to do that. Okay, I thought that was a glitch. I'm not too keen on the little pill-looking dudes, but it works. Keeping them low poly is probably going to help performance. Oh, God. Alright, that was a little weird. I zoomed in at a much faster rate, and now I can't replicate that. I'm not sure if it's really trying to go for a portal look to it, but I don't remember the name of it, but the Portal bridge building game, right? It kind of reminds me a little bit of that, because of all the white cubes and panels and whatnot. It looks very Aperture-esque. Let's see, so... Cannons or 2? Shrink tower, alright, so can I... Yes, you can, okay. That's only going to affect one cell. Ooh. Okay, so clicking on something is a little weird sometimes. It doesn't always recognize input, it seems. Cannons are just seeming like it's going to be the best bet, really. These things seem to kind of suck. Portal bridge builder? Yeah. You know, Portal, like Source Portal, Valve Portal, you know, Thinking with Portals Portal. That had a spin-off game where it was a bridge builder. I don't remember the name of it. I think it was something along the lines of, like, Aperture Bridge Builder or something. Not exactly a memorable name, I don't think. At the start of each build phase... Raw pile. Okay, I don't think I can actually do anything there. Boy, that was kind of a crappy hand. Your towers sometimes miss the enemies into the... toss the enemies into the goal. That does not surprise me. How many times did that end up happening for you, though? Can't imagine it happened too often. Not a line, you have a fair amount of HP. I mean, you also have a shield. Although, apparently you can actually regen shield, it's just we cannot right now. It's literally just called Bridge Constructor Portal. Bridge Constructor Portal. Not Portal Bridge Constructor. Are these going to be... Yeah, they're going to fire at the same time. That's not ideal. Maybe? Okay, well that was a... It's like popcorn. Oh god, you know I don't really know what to call them. The movie theater popcorn things where they just scoop well, scoops worth of popcorn kernels into this large overhead, I don't know, popping bowl, and then it just fills the bottom section where they can just, you know, fill up a container of it. Deflector tower. Reflects projectiles without altering their speed. So what, is that for like the kinetic charger? Increases the starting scale level of all kinetic tower projectiles by 1. So these are kind of like your relics, so this is kind of like a roguelike a little bit, I guess. Friendly fire safety. Grow towers no longer affect enemy units. What do you mean grow tower? This thing? Or is that completely different? Precision targeting. Shrink towers only affect enemy units. What do you mean? What do you mean only enemy units? Can you get friendly units? Bounces back the kinetic tower. That could be... Yeah, maybe. Hold on. We are here. Reflector tower? I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, looks it, actually. How sound, by the way? Well... kind of feel like it might need a little bit of a speed up option. Even if I noticed that that was also a spawning even if I knew that that was a spawning area there, I don't think I would have been able to prevent much of that damage. You got a shrinking tower and a grow larger and a fan. Ew, God. I thought I just got kind of boned. That's even worse. Okay, so they're going to be popping out this, so... maybe you can, like, give them a speed boost off? I kind of doubt it, though. Bomb tower, this thing, okay. I feel like this is going to be the main killing ground right here. You can't... oh. Reflectors are just permanent. So... they just spawn in so many at once, they just spill over. Doesn't seem to be really reflecting it. It's fine. It's the thought that counts, right? It's not about the size, it's about how you use it, or something like that, you know, right? Okay. These kinetic towers really kind of suck. I don't like these things. They do not feel like they are really accomplishing much. I mean... case by case, I guess? They seem to not be wholly useless. I just still would prefer cannons, though. Now, one actually managed to sneak his way past. I think there's still one up. Yep, there he is. There he goes. Bye, dude. Yep, and here we are again, just waiting. There you go. So... I don't really think this is going to accomplish much, but... oh well. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Maybe that, make a... their projectiles are actually interfering with one another. Okay, hold on. So if I can get these two to have their projectiles meet in the middle... because these things are exploding, right? They'll stop each other there. That might be good. This here, push them, or you know, like slow them, keep them there. Okay. There we go. I think we might be good now. I like that they just start pushing themselves off. Okay, you know what? So they're not useless, it's just you really need to use them properly. I'm sorry? They're just getting a speed boost. Well, like you said there, chat, you can definitely get them to just fly right into your exit, and that's basically what's happening there. They're basically doing the Demo Man rocket jump. Well, soldier rocket jump? Eh. Sticky jump? I don't remember. The Demo Man has the ability to do that, doesn't he? Although I think his option takes away the sticky explosives damage, wasn't it? I do kind of feel like the sound effect on the cannons needs to go down a little bit. Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait. How are the cannons not on game sound effects? Is it under music? I swear it's even louder now. The game is gaslighting me. Well, I found a bug. It doesn't even matter. It's not bound to anything, even master volume. The cannon will be heard. You have no choice. I'm gonna have to Windows volume mixer that down. Alright, friendly fire safety, we already have it. So, right? Friendly fire safety. Oh no, we don't. Okay, I thought it was just doubling down on that. That seems good. All enemies spawn 1 scale level lower. Yeah, that just sounds good. So why do you get so much of this matter, but the store is so limited and things are so cheap? So, let's see. Draw a pile. Where's your deck? Okay. So there's no reason for me to actually buy any of those right now. I want to see what the other towers are. I want to see what the mechanics they have are. But right now we're not seeing any of the potentially more interesting ones like the Grow Tower, what have you. Will the Shrink Tower shrink towers? Is that what the wording on some of those relics are trying to infer? Like, can you kind of screw yourself? Or is it for things like those projectiles? Will the Shrink Tower affect projectiles like that? Let's see. I don't know where we could put this, maybe. I don't want that fan there because it's been pushing the projectile of that guy. Oh, the fan is actually being useful. Although that might be because they are 1 scale lower now. Oh, there he goes. So the pills can get stuck on your towers. It is a physics game through and through, where even your towers can potentially have them get stuck on them and maybe find their way back onto the track. I don't know if there's any way of rotating the camera, is there? WASD, doesn't seem to be so. Like, here it's very obvious that, you know, this is symmetrical and this is a portal that's a portal. But, what was it, the second level there? I didn't even know because of this type of camera perspective. And that very faint orange glow right there, you know, that's a little bit more obvious, that little piece there, but might want to make it a little bit more obvious that this is in fact going to be spawning something and it's not in fact just a dead-end decoration. Wow, that... I'm sorry, is that actually doing anything? Wait, is it slowly shrinking? Yeah, it is. They actually have to stay in it for a little bit for it to actually have enough. Oh, he's gone now. So, I like what's here, but it does obviously need a little bit of work and refinement. I was right in thinking that I would like this one. I do. But, yeah, I think right now the biggest issue is just how long it takes for the game to recognize that, well, whatever it's waiting on is just not going to happen. Also probably would be best if you know, if all the little pill dudes weren't spawning at once and then just tossing themselves off of the arena preemptively. Although that is kind of funny. Would also be a nice thing if you could stagger the cannons so they're not all firing at once and overlapping their sound. So how many levels are to this thing? I don't think I can double that up, can I? No. That was probably one of the worst choices I could have chosen. I really don't have that many good towers right now that I can even choose from. I'm also kind of surprised that there isn't enemy variety types. You know, like, oh, a yellow pill that's immune to kinetic towers, or, you know, maybe a larger one. Let's see. Or maybe even like a ball that is faster, but is easier to push off of the arena. Growth, increase size. Wait, what? Oh, grow towers. Mine tower, okay. Grow tower no longer affect enemy units. Max scale enemies are now worth 2 times mana. I mean, you can just buy everything and never run out of money. The amount that you get should probably be tuned down, or the amount that enemies give you should probably be tuned down. Something. Let's see, fan. Shrink, can't do it. Alright. How screwed are we? Not very, seemingly. Well, that sucks. I'm not really seeing a reason for the reflector tower to exist right now. Oh wow, that actually ended the thing very quickly. I'm also surprised that this right here is not a valid path for them. I'm sorry, are every single mine just setting off at once? Did he just land right back? Ah, there you go. So... I wonder, but... Yeah. Yeah, wind is going to force those, but... The mine tower doesn't seem all that great if every single mine is just going to explode at the same time. Because what is it? You can get a... Yeah, right there. Mine tower's cap by 3. But it still is kind of a moot point if it just all sets off at once. Is he going to survive again? No. Okay. And victory, stage 1. Stages cleared, none. What? Defense success rate 99%. I don't think so. I lost a lot of health. Total enemies escaped 3. Did that glitch out just there? Proof of concept build 1. Yeah, fair enough. I like it. I like the idea of it. With a little bit of work, I really think that that could be something really good. Kind of unfortunate that there isn't a little bit more to it, but yeah. I like that one. Just kind of unfortunate that there isn't more to it right now. Alright, so what else do I have tonight? So what time is it? So it is 7. What do I got? Like another hour-ish, right? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, about another hour. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to check out one called Ashwood Conspiracy. It is a point-and-click game, and from a little bit of its promotional materials, I kind of think it looks a little bit like Cube Escape. You know, the Flash game Rusty Lake, something or other. It kind of crashed a little bit. Recovered. Okay, what are we looking at? So, how's sound volume now? I think that is... That should probably be good.
Look at this, dude!
Hey, Galactic, how you doing, dude? Less than 6 hours? Wait, what? What did that just say?
This is such a bizarre feeling. I've succeeded in not going anywhere near Ashwood for more than 10 years. Yet here I am, driving back for the 3rd time in less than 2 weeks. What am I even hoping to find? It's not like my uncle was wealthy or anything. In my restless dreams, I think of that town. Then again, it would be nice if he kept some of my dad's things. I really hope that he did, but no, Boris is probably right. It's all a hoax. I'll end up finding an empty storage unit, and I'll have drove all this way for nothing. I mean, it's really strange that none of my uncle's close friends knew what I was talking about when I phoned them to thank them for sending the letter. It's not like he had that many friends. Anyway, no point in overthinking it. I've arrived. This guy's driving like an asshole. He's right over the median. Doing good, getting on your world. On VS, still need to look at the update you sent me. Well, you haven't checked it out? I still need to work on it. I've just been very busy with other stuff. What was the number of that storage unit again? I should probably reread the letter again. Okay.
Dear Marcus, I'm writing you this letter at your uncle's request. We hadn't spoken in a while, so I was happy that he came to visit me a few weeks back. He didn't seem like his usual self. He looked nervous and stressed when he started asking me for a favor. I was sure that he wanted me to lend him some money. Well, maybe he had problems with gambling again, you know. Well, it turned out that I was wrong, which I was quite happy about, because last time he asked me for money, I foolishly gave him about $1,000, and he still owes me for that. What he said, though, next was sincerely way more bizarre. He gave me your address and a key. He asked me to mail it if something were to happen to him. He didn't want to go into more detail. People whispered at the funeral that it was a heart attack, but how can someone predict that? Anyway, the key is for one of those X-Factory storage units. Oh, you know the ones, right? Search for the one with the number 45 next to it. Oh, and during our last conversation, he mentioned that he regretted not trying harder to be part of your life. I hope whatever you find in that storage unit will give you some sort of closure. My sincerest condolences, HN.
Been doing your own stuff since and you haven't had the chance. Fair enough, dude. I think I kind of overestimated my ability of finishing the mod update. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out this week. Oh, you know, just an eyeball there.
Hey! Hey, kid! You want some penis enlargement pills?
Just my luck for the power to go out. There must be a fuse box somewhere around here. Yeah, hopefully not like the burger joint game where I just kind of missed that whole thing. You believe in me. I don't. I really don't think I'm going to get this out this week, dude, because I still have... what is it? I think I finished all the armors. I think I now have all the anvils, I need to give the armors value still and balance them. And I think what I'm going to need to do before I push this as a full release as well, a lot of these new metals that I'm putting into this new update don't have anything other than the armors to them, so I'm probably also then going to need to make a new patch that is going to be targeting the native pickaxes and various other files so that you can actually make something out of them. A lot of the fantasy metals and whatnot are still basically only delegated to being tool materials, and right now the new metals like the tungsten is going to, right now, basically only be armor. Right now I don't even have a recipe to make the ingot or even yeah, like be able to put them on an anvil or anything. I still need to work on a lot of that. Anyway, I know that's not exactly relating to this game. Nothing happened. Fuses. Nothing wrong with this fuse. Nothing wrong with this fuse. No. 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 Oh, right. Maybe the one that looks burnt out. Who could have thought? I don't know. Just pull one of these fuses out and shove it in there? Hope it goes smoothly. It's kind of a PETA, dude. That looks like something you can pick up there, and I don't think it is. So... okay, where's the fuse? Hey. Something is emitting a red light in the sewer, 1 out of 2. How do... wait, what? Even up close, it's impossible to tell what it is. Well, it's an eye, obviously. A plastic bag? It looks like water. Manhole cover. Akron steel. Was this supposed to be like an old steel mill? He looks trustworthy, doesn't he? Definitely his real hair too, by the way. I'm going to go off on a limb and say that this game probably has a little bit of an eldritch, you know, cosmic horror aspect to it at some point. I think those are supposed to be cigarettes. I would assume. I cannot go further to the left. Need a key to unlock it. Chat, have I missed something? Like, did I miss anything obvious? Oh, it's glass. Can I go behind? No, can't go on the other side. I don't know. Can I really not just pull one of these out and just put the fuse into the socket? You know, it's like, I would assume this is like number 1, you know, like 1 through 10 for the storage unit. So why can't I just pull this out, put it in here, you know, while I'm here and need the access to the thing? I'm not sure what I'm missing. Yes, because if I pan to the right too much, it goes into there. I can't access any of these because of all the padlocks. That seems to not be a thing I can pick up. I cannot interact with that. Nope. Leave it to point-and-click games to make you feel like an absolute buffoon. Yeah, unscrew. Well, you have a key for your car, right? So... okay, so at some point, I guess you need to get a screwdriver to unscrew the things, just... What am I missing? Oh boy, can you tell I'm usually the type of person that does a point-and-click game with a guide up in the background just in case. I don't think I'm being too... like, I'm checking everything. Okay, so I thought maybe the padlock, but the padlock's just gone. You can't... And I can't just get to the car for potential tools either, I don't think. I don't think I can just go to the car and, like, pull out a light to check that out, or... No, can't. No area on the bottom for me to, like, go back. Well, this is not going anywhere very quickly, is it? Slightly embarrassing. Let me... What was the name of this game again? Ashwood? Ashlake something? Ashwood Conspiracy, okay. I wonder if anyone has actually put down a... Any kind of guide in the comments? Views? You'll figure it out. Dude, I don't know what to do here. Can I take one of the pins from this? And shove it into the fuse to short it? I don't know. Stay silent, Unit 39? I don't know. Can I actually open Unit 39? I kept clicking it. It didn't seem to do anything. Yeah. Yeah, no. Missing child. Her... Okay, such a tragic story after all that time. Hard to believe in 15 years. Okay, see... They're seeking any individuals who... You can't take any of these pins. So, that's not a thing. Hey, trash monster. You want this letter? No? What am I missing? I'm sorry, but what am I missing? Hold on, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna try to cheat a little bit here. I sincerely don't know. I really do not know. Like, it looks like you can unscrew these, but... You need a tool to do that. You can't get the fuse. You can't just pull a fuse out of the thing and just recycle it effectively. you click on the duct tape? No, I tried. Don't... I'll do it again. Nope, nothing. I don't know if you can hear me clicking while I'm talking now, but yeah. Nothing. It's not the duct tape. I tried. I thought maybe that was a thing. No. Hull? No. No. And again, it's like, oh look, there's a thing here on the ground, but no. And there's nothing on the ground here. The fuse just gets deleted out of existence. Your key gets deleted out of existence, and you know, it's like some of the moon logic some of these games go under is, you know, like, oh, maybe it's use your key as a Phillips or a, you know, flathead. Yes, hello Raiders. You get to watch me stare at effectively a storage yard. Self-storage. Hope the games are going well. They're not. I don't know what to do. Please help. If you've played this game before, tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. I've clicked on practically everything, and I've not noticed anything that is actually of relevance or help. I really don't. You haven't played this one before? Oh, dang. It looks semi-spooky. Do the numbers mean anything? It's literally just storage unit numbers. That's it, right now. We're supposed to be getting into Unit 45. I don't know how, right? The power's out. But I can't turn the power on because I need a fuse. Well, I can't get a fuse. You need to get it from somewhere else. What's the red thing in the store? I got no idea. He doesn't know what it is either. My character doesn't know what it is. I can't do whatever that is. There's a plastic bag here. Can't pick that up. You see these things here? Don't know what those are. Can't interact with that either. I can interact with that manhole cover. Can't do anything with it. I can come over here and look at this. Can't do anything with it. I can look at the signs. I can potentially unscrew the signs. I don't have a screwdriver. I don't know where to get a screwdriver. You know, and it's like, okay, there's a dent in the thing here. Can you, like, maybe reach your hand through and do something with it? No. You know, the only thing you can interact with here is like this. Okay, Unit 39. Okay, so let me get into Unit 39. Can't. What about the broken light? Nope. Nope. I tried. Right, there's the broken light. Come on, go back to the screen. There you go. Right, click, click, click. Nothing. Right, I look at this. Need to unlock it first. Click on that. Nope. And that right there, I think, is just broken glass on the ground. And that, nothing. Right? I'm just gonna look at every single sign and see if there's something about one of them. Because I have no idea at this point. What, 42 is not actually the answer to life? Come on, game. Nope. Nope. You know, and it's like, again, it's like, look, right? It looks like this one specifically also needs to come off because there's a bolt missing here and, oh, it looks a little sus. But you can't do it. Also the fact it's bolts, not screws. So like at this point I would kind of just want him to take his car and ram it into the door. I don't know what to do. Right, and it's, yeah, it's like, look, the only other thing I can interact with here is this. I look at this, it won't budge. That's it. That's all you get. Please tell me what I'm missing, because I don't think I'm being unobservant here. Unless I'm missing something very, very obvious. And I'm just not thinking about it. Because here, if I activate this now, nothing happens, right? It needs that fuse in it for it to work. This is why you don't do point-and-click adventures. Well, that's the thing, though, is like I have a kind of like love-hate relationship with the things. There are some really, really good point-and-clicks. Point-and-click is not a bad genre in of itself, but then you have stuff like this where something is hidden or just not very obvious, or even worse, there's moon logic. What was in the open lock? What do you mean? This? Duct tape? No, dude. Nope, I've already interacted with that. Well, I've tried to. There's nothing there. Unless I don't know, like, glitched it? If you... There was another screen to the side. Okay. So... Oh... That is an age-old issue that a lot of point and clicks have done time and time again. There should be some sort of notifier that there is, you know, like, hey, you can move this direction here. Yeah. Well, it doesn't necessarily need arrows on the side, but some sort of notifier that there is, yeah, some sort of shading or hint that you can actually move right there, right? Because the way you get there, right, look. Right, you have an arrow icon, you get here. I'm assuming I cannot go any further right. I assume that this is it, because the way that it looks, it focuses in on this. I don't think, oh, surely I can go to the right again. Is that on me, or is that on the game? Because I don't think that that is obvious enough. Can I arrow keys? You can arrow keys. Oh, son of a bitch. If I was arrow keying to begin with, I might have actually blundered into on accident. A fuse. Riveting. Alright, well, at least that mystery is solved. How long did that take me? Like 15 freaking minutes just to find out I wasn't going into an area? That's strange. Why would my uncle have a computer set up inside of a storage unit? That's his porn stash, obviously. I should take a closer look. No, you shouldn't! Like, you don't just find a computer or a flash drive or something in like, your uncle's storage unit and think, oh, hey, let me just turn that on. I guess he was a firefighter at some point, though. Let me just close myself in here. That's probably safe, right? I like that. I like that you closing it actually gradually darkens it. That's a nice little touch. Okay, article cut out. I can't read it, though. Okay, I have duct tape now. Need a key to open it. We have... What Rusalka awaits by Dmitry Novak. The Ashwood mine tragedy. Okay, any of these of importance? A little bit. To Barbara. Without you, I would have never had the strength to finish this project. Need a way to remove the ink if I want to read it. I mean, it's just a date. May 1983. Okay, what am I looking at here? Coffee can. Apparently, dear old Uncle Dearest was collecting just junk. You know, I compared this game at the very beginning to Rusty Lake, and yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so there's probably a specific order on that. Obviously that was an intended feature. Locking mechanism? Okay. How expensive do you think this dresser would be? Like, yes, I want the dresser that has this, locking mechanism in it with a secret door in it. Yeah. Hold on, let me see, where was it? You, ink eraser, pin for safe, September 83, October 84, what? Couple hundred, most likely. Couple hundred? Shouldn't it be a couple thousand? Dressers get expensive, dude. September 83rd, October 81st, Jan 84, May 83? How is that a pin? The safe. What's safe? Meters? Eh. Oh wait, hold on. Duct tape plus that? No. No. Can I get the spring? No, also no. Pinboard. Akron steel files for bankruptcy, shaking Ashwood to its core. Oh good, are we gonna do the Pepe Sylvia thing with the red string between all the things? Ashwood protests come to a head. Officers are forced to use pepper spray and horses to subdue hundreds of angry protesters. Seal the Ashwood mine and making mining legal. Another body has been found in Ashwood following fears of a serial killer. Okay, we're missing 4. Wait, he wasn't a firefighter. That's a mining coat. It looks like a firefighter, because that looks like the reflective bit. Wait, I'm sorry, is that an anarch? It is. What year does this game take place, do you know? I think it said 1996. I think that's what the date at the beginning of the game was 96. I do not know. Why, what's up? Let's see, so I have duct tape, I have sewing thread. I can't combine the two. That's a thimble, mining tag. When he retired, my dad would carry it with him to place. Okay, did my dad not have it with him on the day of the accident, or did... Okay. Basketball, and then we have this thing, which... I'm... Wait. This isn't referring to that box. Is it? The year would also help with the price of the dresser. Well... I feel like that's kind of overthinking it then, dude, because... You know, it's a different time, and, you know, what was the income? Well, the income's different too, you know? But yeah, for this time it's probably a couple hundred. Maybe not a couple hundred. It would probably be something more of like 600 to 800-ish, maybe? Okay, speakers. Hey, a 3.5. Magnet, article cutout, speakers... Okay, it's just a bunch of old stuff. Alright, newspapers. Any cutouts? No. Was Uncle Dearest just using a bucket for his gaming seat?
Ah! Get the bucket!
Oh, okay, that one's probably easy. Alright, what are we looking at? We're looking at early yellow, deep green, middle red. Early yellow, deep green, middle red. There we go. Alright, butter knife. Butter. TNZ Knives Premium Butter Knife. Limited edition, 1959.
Every TNT knife is handcrafted from high-quality stainless steel. This knife is a work of art and should be handled with care. For a lasting shine, it should only be used with high-quality, grass-fed butter.
Vintage 90s gaming chair. Yeah. Kicking the bucket. Well, you would kick the bucket when you die in you know, like, NetHack and whatnot. Underground Physics Laboratory opens. I'm sorry, what year's that? 81. Okay, kind of strange. Rescue efforts intensify in Ashwood mine accident. Okay, and that should be 83. Okay. No. Oh, there we go. Alright, I thought that was the duct tape. My bad. Alright, let's see what kind of porn dear old uncle had. You know, his porn was probably parenthesis, period, parenthesis, and then repeat that, and there you go. Password. Alexei. Okay, no. Robert. No.
My password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So, this... Okay, wait, no, this is 96. Sorry, I'm thinking this is, like, 80s. Yeah, so... 1996. What version of Windows is that? Is that, like, 3.1? Because Windows 98 is Windows 98. 2000 had Millennium Edition. Oh god, what? Ugh. Nades. Light bulb. What is this thing anyway? Is it just a box? Pretty sure it said 1998 at the start. No, I think it said 1996, didn't it? Windows 95. Ah, yeah, I guess, yeah. Kind of forgot 95 existed for a bit there. I am surprised that there is nothing in the washing machine. Even calling it a documentary is giving it too much credit. They were marketing the movie as... Yep. Conspiracy. Okay, so I don't think that's anything. So, I don't mind this music. I kind of like it, in fact, but I kind of feel like it needs a couple more tracks. Okay, so I don't know the password to this. I'm not really sure what the September 83, October 81st, and whatnot are. Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. September 83? September 83... October 81st. 81st. October 81st. Right here. So those two. January 84. Okay. May 83. There. So, it's referring to these four. Got any idea, chat? So where was this thing? There we go. Flashlight? I mean, I guess you could just live here now, you know? Just like, was there a battery somewhere? Okay, hold on. What about these drawers? No. What am I supposed to do with a butter knife? No? Okay, so I need batteries now. And the flashlight is probably to find out what's going on there. Butter knife for what? I don't think there's a whole heck of a lot out here I can use this butter knife for, because it's not gonna get that frickin' manhole cover up. I think there's still something left in the storage unit. I'm really not sure what the solution to this is supposed to be. Can it work as a screwdriver? Maybe. Hold on. Yes, the premium screwdriver for butter. Hold on, let's see. Can you? What? No. Okay, I think the fridge is pretty much done. So it's talking about a safe. Hold on. So this is talking about a safe for the pin. Game doesn't believe in redneck solutions. Yeah, right? SMH my head. Let's see. Akron? Maybe? It's 5 letters, right? So... Is there no C? Is it not A-C-R-O-N? Well, it is a 5-letter word. It's not Akron, though, I don't think. Akron Steel, 5-letter word, so... S-T-E-E-L, maybe? I don't really know what... The pin for the safe, September 83rd, October 81st, Jan 84, May 83. It's got to be one of the words on one of these 4. Either that or I don't know if I'm overthinking this or underthinking it. It could be like taking a word on them and then subtracting something. I don't know. There's been so many games that have done some weird crap with it. E-I-N-M-B-R-S. Is there a T? No. It's not steel. I don't think you have an M... I don't think there's an O there either, so... What the hell word does this thing want me to spell? Angry? Anger? I don't know. MBRS. No, not anger. Yeah, I thought I would have been checking out a different game by now. Or two. Akron Steel. Like, I kind of wanted to keep a steady pace going. But obviously that has not exactly happened here. Put it down then. But I want to keep playing it. I like it. I'm not going to blame the game for me probably being a little dumb and missing something. Minor? No? I thought I figured it out. How is it not minor? You know, we're talking about coal mines and your uncle was a miner or your father was a miner, like, really? That won't work. What do you mean it won't work? Yes, it will. It's a premium butter knife. It'll survive just fine. Just do it. There you go. It's me being dumb. Night that should have never ended. Nadia. Yep. Okay. That's exactly what I thought it was. Yeah, it is a man and a woman. I think its batteries are empty. I don't care. Go in there and feel around. So I need batteries. So that didn't really help too much. I don't see... I don't think that's gonna help me any. This, I think, is the biggest obstacle right now. I think there's probably a battery in that drawer. But what the hell is the word? Nadia! Right? Hold on. N. D? Come on. Yep. I just botched it. Come on. A. I. Yep. There we go. Yeah. You know, using all 3% of the brain there. Good. I had a feeling that there was going to be a black light thing going on, and yep. Yeah, just just go into the hole, it's fine.
This is my hole and it was made for me!
That's nice. Just a little hole for the rats. You know, you want your rats to live with you. It's nice. Okay. How do you even write that down? Circle X, Celtic X, I don't know, Y. Discount swastika. Circle. Can I leave it and go back? Yes. Alright, so what was it? It was circle X, that. Okay. E. For what? And we have a spanner, but also for what? Oh, I guess we can now just see whatever this guy's about, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, no point in wasting the battery? You already have it on. Even what do you- what? What? Shine the light at it! Missing miners seen wandering the streets. Niccolo Bax was one of the 37 missing miners who was spotted weeks after the mining disaster. At least that is what 3 residents of Ashwood claim. He appeared disoriented and terrified. When we called his name, he just started running. We gave chase, but lost all trace of him. He just vanished, said one of... Okay. That's kind of nothing. What the hell do I use the wrench on? I have a key. Key is probably for the shed, I would imagine. No? For a different type of lock? No. I don't think there's been anything requiring me to use a spanner. The bolts? Hold on. Oh god, it is. I thought... I misremembered those being, like, rivets. Okay, so we need... What? Huh? What? September 83rd, October 81st. Wait. Wait. September is what month? 9. October is 10, though. Are we doing subtraction here? Like, are we doing, like, 983 minus 1081 or something? Or 91015? But it's a 4-digit number that needs to be input. The 10 is making it weird. That's why I'm thinking maybe it's math. Because the 10 is making that not fit in there. Maybe it's the dates on this or something? There's no open 900 meters? A 937? 450? 0450 maybe? No. 7 months. Is it September 83rd? This one first. 1, 2, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. What? I don't know. I don't know, the hint I think is too vague. Because it could be doing math with the dates, it could be telling you to look at the numbers on these, so it's like, okay, so there's a 2 here. You know, but then that doesn't make sense in that regard, because then it's like, okay, this is 37, 450. I don't know. I don't know. And I think it's like, once you hit this, this is probably the end of the demo, too. '83, '81, '84, '83. September, October, January, May, 9, 10, 1, 5, but that doesn't make sense. 9, 1, 1, 5? No. 9, 1, no. 9, 0, 1, 5? No. No, even if you're doing... What is E? Backspace 1, okay. You got any kind of inkling there, chat? Also, there's something kind of funny in there basically being a safe holding a key to a safe. Well, at least that button works. I still have the black light. Hold on. Two. 9, 7. What? No, no, come on. 2, what? 2, 9, 7, 4. Oh, I forgot I had the frickin' black light. I didn't think. 2974, right? Did I already forget it? 2974. Okay. Okay, floppy. Passport? There's only a single barely visible passport stamp. It's from the year before the tragedy... The Republic of Caranthia. What the heck is this? Papers, please? From the year before the tragedy... Travel to the States. Sticky note with a password. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Mokosh. Legally distinct Macintosh. Okay. Let's see. I want to finish this up before I, I knew it! I knew it! I like that one. I do think it needs to have a little bit more obvious of, oh hey, you can travel over here, because that wasted probably about, I don't know, how long was that? Like 10 to 20 minutes of me just blundering around thinking I was missing something in the areas that I was actually not supposed to be looking in. But I do like it. I think it's well done from what I'm seeing here. About that amount of time? Yeah. So I'm a little salty about that. On the time wastage there, because, yeah. But aside from that, I like it. The artwork is generally pretty good. The music is generally pretty good. The sound effects where needed are good. It's a point and click. You know, like it is doing that, I think, well. Like I said, I compared it to the Rusty Lake Cube Escape games, and yeah, it's kind of that. Maybe not as supernatural as those, but yeah, it's doing this pretty decently. Let's see. So I'm going to, let's see. So there was the going to do a thing here. Just give me a little bit here. I'm gonna keep going, but we had a raid thing going here for the whatchamaduke, the whatchamacallit, the feedback quest. I'm going to do that for the next person in line. I think that's going to yeet a couple of you. You would. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm going to do the raid, so yeah. I want to keep the ball rolling while I still have a little bit of energy here. So let's see, how do I do this? I don't normally really do raids. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, good. I can hear myself. Where's the button? Where is the button to do the thing? I think it's even a chat command, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Alrighty. So, like I said, Galactic, Magpie, if you guys want to stick around with me while I send a lot of the other folks off to the next person in line, I will be doing a little bit more. Otherwise, have a good one, and, well, go pester the other person now. Okay. I think that's doing the thing. I have no idea. Alrighty. I think I did it, right? Think? There you go. And they're off, indeed. Okay. I'm gonna keep going, though. So, I think that just did it. I have no idea. But I think it did. You're still with me, though, right, Galactic? So, I think... Did you get a notification for that? I don't normally do this. Been... I think probably... It worked? Okay. Alright, because I normally don't do that. It's just there's a thing going on with that whole thing for, you know, keeping the interest and whatnot going with this particular game jam. I think it's been about a year since I last tried to do a raid of any sort, so... Alright, what else do I want to look at here? I got 3 others I was kind of looking at. I think I'm going to check out this one. It's called Epsilon Indi. And the way that it's being described as... It's kind of being described as a RTS game without the RTS. So... I don't know if this is going to work. I'm curious to see if it does. I think what's... That sounds cursed. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. Play online. I mean, just off the main menu here, you can see that this looks incredibly rough. Now there's... I think there's even like a texture cut off right there. That's strange. Is there an online thing? Wow. There are actually people playing this online? Interesting. Alright, we'll just do a couple of levels with AI. See how that goes. How sound levels? Is it loud enough? Too loud? Okay. Construction bot. Probably shouldn't do that, actually. Okay, you can cancel it. Alien artifact. Our scientists have no idea what the function of this structure is, but they found a way to salvage and recycle parts. The dark alloy obtained in this way is many times more stable than all known materials. Dark alloy refinery. Okay, so can we just make a couple of those? Alien energy core. This seems to be an energy reactor or storage. So the top left minimap is basically unusable. It's functional, but it's basically just gray onto gray with white on the background of gray. It's very hard to see anything on that. Dark alloy refinery. No, we have one. Okay. Automated construction bot. So, I mean, I'm already kind of able to see what's happening here. So rather than you needing to just control every little bit of minutia here, you know, okay, the collectors are kind of just automating themselves. That's not too bad. It gets a little more concerning, though, if we then have our combat units just going off single file to die. You know, like an RTS with a little bit of the minutia automated like this doesn't sound too bad. Some of them have it, some of them don't. Alright, and yep, there he goes. I don't know where he's going, but he's going somewhere.
No production capacities.
I mean, that's not really a railgun so much as a machine gun, is it? I feel like in a PvP match there is going to be some very, very, very easy ways of just cheesing the AI so that these things just always end up getting themselves killed. They're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Yeah, pretty much.
No production capacities.
We gonna... Okay, well, at least we ended up stopping them.
No production capacities. Not enough dark alloy.
Sound balancing feels a little all over the place. I kind of would prefer if you chased the thing that is apparently able to just stop our income. There you go.
No production capacities. Not enough dark alloy.
That's really all we're able to build right now.
Not enough dark alloy.
Very limited amount of choice here right now.
Not enough dark alloy.
So, I'm not really sure how much lifespan this game would really have. Because I'm already seeing kind of the limit of it, I think, because it is going to be you putting down a refinery, waiting a couple of seconds or minutes, just doing a bunch of alloy gatherers, slapping down a bunch of these, and then just, you know, spawning a bunch of those very quickly. You know, because it's not like you can really tell your guy, hey, you know, we can extract gravitons to fuel new types of engines, you know, or whatever, right? Like, you can't just tell your guy to go over there, pick up whatever the hell that is.
No production capacity. Not our catalyst.
And yeah, like, oh cool, they have 4. Oh, that's absolutely dandy. And they have a saboteur. I think I just lost the game. So, are they actually able to do more damage than I was? And looks it. Yeah, it's like if I could even just have a little bit more of a direct influence on what's happening right now. Right? We're able to put buildings down. That is manual. Why can we not just, you know, put down a couple of extra defensive towers right now? There's also surprisingly no speed up option. UI scale.
Yes, good. Sir, how large would you like your UI? Yes.
No production capacities.
Let's see. I mean, there's not a whole heck of a lot left of that either, is there? I mean, we haven't lost, but now it's just kind of a back and forth of us slowly poking away at our construction facilities, and then... I mean, I guess I really probably should have just put down another one of those. The saboteurs have far too much HP to them individually. They feel very tanky. Yep, and there's another one going. All you hear in the back of your head is just Kylo Ren yelling more.
Holy shit! Oh my god, no wonder why the AI was able to send so many at me at once. Look at how many they have compared to me. You can see the ground between where these things are going. You cannot hear. Not really. Especially on the left side because of all the dust. My dear God.
No production capacities. No production capacities.
Can I hotkey this? Yes. Okay. R does in fact work. I don't think you can even give these guys, like, priority. No. I don't know if you can get some units that will prioritize enemy offensive units before they start attacking buildings, but as it is, the fact that they will just start attacking the first thing in their range kinda not great. And like right here, okay, they're killing a bunch of the robots, the gatherers. Shoot the building, please! You know, again, it's like, it's an RTS without the RTS aspect too much. And that that has a lot of implications, and a lot of those are very obvious here. Oh, good. It has a roguelike capacity to it. Plasma thrower, a heavy armored attack vehicle. Will attack the nearest known target. Can only attack ground. Huh. So, I mean, they're using the basic unit, so I don't know if their basic unit would be able to attack the glider. Yeah, look... Look at the resource production here. I should not have won this. I really should not have. Watch replay? Oh my dear god, really? Here, let's see how they did. Yeah, they really wait a long time before they even start trying to produce units. The only reason why I was able to win is the AI held back. That's the only reason. So it's the exact same map every time? God. I was hoping that there was gonna be quick access to these things, because now it looks like I'm going to need to go up here to actually make the flying units. Let's see, how much do we need for a refinery? 40. Okay, so the hotkey for building a unit is always on R, it looks like, if it can only produce one. Refinery is at 40. Are we already getting attacked? What are you? Okay, I guess. So, I guess one of the biggest tactical things you can do in this is kind of just like, rather than just having all your production facilities being in the same area, you know, if you had the railgun buggy, you know, like one up here and then one at the south, that way maybe, you know, while your units are kind of like defending the middle section, they might go down and up or around to attack the sides. Still very kind of limiting on the potential things you could do there.
No production capacities.
It's just a little rover. I like that it's just got little arms just putting paneling on that.
No production capacities.
If you had the ability of upgrading the gatherers to even just grab 2 resources, that'd be pretty massive. I can only imagine that the AI is already just having 50 gatherers. Because I already spent 40 resources just building this building here, so an extra 4 per second, effectively. You know, all things considered, I am surprised that this game does not have a way of just automating production. Right? Like, they've already automated so much of it. How is it that there isn't a, hey, when resources are available, just make this automatically? You know, like,
Not enough dark alloy.
you as the player are relegated to doing the menial thing of pushing a button. Meanwhile, the more potentially interesting aspect of commanding your units is automated. For the gatherers, fine. That is generally like one of the worst parts of RTSs. But, you know, I don't know.
No production capacities.
I think their scout cars are doing more damage than mine. Is he chasing the scout?
No production capacities.
Okay, so 10 graviton, which I assume is that. So, I'm gonna end this one after this particular match, whether or not I win or lose.
No production capacities.
It's kind of weird, and maybe not necessarily in a good way. You know, you're taking the RTS out of an RTS effectively. It is doing what it's saying it is trying to do. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, though. I mean, it works as an experiment. You know, as a proof of concept, I think it's working here. It is doing exactly what it says it wants to do. Obviously, you should shoot the non-combat vehicle. Thank you. Good job.
No production capacities.
Sorry, what was that even? Was that like a electric arc? I wasn't looking at it. I was trying to do, you know, again, the menial parts of this game. I might win this before I even get a glider going. It's also very hard to tell which ones are yours versus the enemy's units. Like, what about that looks like an enemy compared to my dude, which is that. Okay, so it's... They are slightly darker.
Production capacities.
Really makes it easy to read which one is yours when you're zoomed out like this. But again, I guess that kind of doesn't matter when you don't really have too much of a influence on the overall aspect of it, unless you can finally build defensive towers later, or walls, or something. Oh, it's a saboteur. Okay, that's what that was.
No production capacities.
It's taking this long just to try to build a goddamn... There, airport, go. No. No, no, no. Go for it.
No production capacities.
Come on, get one more. Okay, cool. I was sincerely worried that they were going to actually destroy that before I even built a single one of these dang things. They're pretty fast. Seems to actually be doing a pretty decent amount of damage, though. Let's see. 39, 1.3, 10, 1.2. Yeah, no, it's doing a pretty good chunk more of damage comparatively. And I don't think it can actually be shot down by these things. So, probably appropriately priced. And again, this is kind of my point of just, like, priority targeting would be nice, because, destroying the building would be the wholly better option there. Alright, scout plasma thrower. Yeah, I guess you can have upgrades, can't you? Oh god, what the hell happened there? Well, income. What happened there? Because I don't think I... Total income. Is that where they had the gatherer right there? And it got destroyed? Units. Because where is this? This is at 7th minute, I think? Alloy. Graviton plasma. I was the only one. Units, 7th minute. I lost a lot there. What happened? Buildings? 7th minute? No. Their income just plummeted at that point. Or maybe it was 6th minute and that's where the... So they actually were having about 35 workers. That's about how many they seem to be capping off at their main HQ. And the enemy is in fact getting upgrades. That is probably why I thought the AI was doing more damage despite having the same buggies. Wait, there's an encyclopedia? Hold on. Oh. I mean, that's not really an encyclopedia. That's just a quick start guide. Okay, so that is Epsilon Indi. Whether or not that works is wholly up to your personal opinion, I think. Does it work? Well, I mean, technically speaking, on a technical basis, yes, it works. You can press the EXE and it goes. Does the game work as a general thing? Yes. You can put down towers, you can put down different buildings where your units are going to do their, you know, predetermined jobs. The AI for your various units, again, does what it is meant to do. Some of them go out to attack enemies, if they're meant to do so. Your gatherers will do the minutia of gathering. Does it work as an idea for fun? Well, that's a lot more up to debate and personal opinion. I am fairly on the fence with it. I think the idea would work, maybe, given more influence. Having no influence over what basically is happening, other than just you get to put down a new production facility at, you know, point C, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's... Like, it's again, I'm very mixed on it. It feels like it basically kind of feels like you are becoming the robot to just push the button when the button could have been, you know, roboticized. It seemed pretty bare bones, but not bad start for a game. Yes, it's kind of in a rough state right now, but the thing is I don't know if you can make this necessarily work if he's going to, you know, the dev is going to be making it more of this without any real way of directly influencing things. Units should have a, you know, the ability to automate their production. You already have so much of it automated. How is that not automated? Why are you the one that is becoming the robot effectively? Not having direct control over your AI, over your units, that's fine, and I've played other games where that has been a thing. But you need something to influence it. Let me build defensive towers. Let me have a rally point to tell my little dudes to go from wherever they are to there. Maybe put that on a cooldown if you want to restrict it. As this is right now, it's very rough and kind of not fun. It's a little aggravating just watching your guys sit next to an enemy that is just slowly chipping away at them. And then those enemies slowly building up and turning into a counter push because your group of 4 didn't want to shoot the 1 that then became a group of 3, while your group of 4 became a group of 1. It's, I don't know, it's like watching a little bit of slapstick where, you know, the person just keeps hurting themselves and just keeps doing it. You know, or I guess you could even attribute that to, like, a child. Like, hey, don't run with scissors, runs with scissors, trips, gets hurt. You know, something. So, I'm going to go on to a different game now. But I need to figure out which one I want to do. Let's see. Do I have the EXE for that thing? Where are you? Where are you? Hello? Is anybody there? I don't know where the EXE for this thing is. I think I have misplaced it. Yeah, I did actually. I misplaced it. Hold on, give me a second. So, assuming that I can get this particular one to work, because that's still kind of a question for some of them. Alright, so, the next one up is called Midnight 90 Rapid City. It is a very confusing mix of genres. It is described as a survival restaurant tycoon game. It has a graphical style that reminds me of something else I can't really remember the name of, but it looks very familiar to me. Some of the monsters kind of look like the rock bottomites from SpongeBob. And did it just nuke the stream? Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Everything on my second monitor is gone. Did it just... I think we have a resolution issue. I think it's doing the thing that Windows likes to do when you have multiple monitors, but then you have a thing that is in a smaller res, where it pushes everything off of the second screen, or moves it around. I'm pulling my chat up on my phone. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. I love that that is the first message I see on my phone for the chat. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. This alpha has not been optimized for laptop screens. Addendum to that, it hasn't been optimized for multiple monitors. I don't have a way of... Well, there you go. There's the rock bottomites right there. How is it in 3080... What? 3840? And yet, everything on my second monitor has gotten pushed away as if it was an 800 by 600. Okay. There we go! Everything's back to normal. I'm going to lower this right the hell down. Frame rate cap is at 60. I have no way of confirming that. Full screen, borderless windowed, preferably. Okay. Man, it's so nice seeing everything on my other monitor again. Oh, how I missed you. Nice and easy to look at every bit of information for, you know, the stream and, you know, the actual software of said stream and all that jazz. I also forgot to check out that guy's link from earlier. Let me grab that. Let's see. Rolling the punches. I'll take a look at that later. Okay. Okay. So here we go. We have good old American flag, the best monster burgers in town. It's got like a chest beak thing. Kind of looks like the Snallygaster from FO76 even, a little bit. Oh yeah, don't you want some fried eyeball? Ain't that great?
The year is 2034. The shadow of the new Great Depression looms over the United States. Your restaurant venture in your home state faltered, but you were never one to give up hope in the face of adversity. An unexpected opportunity emerged when your cousin from Rapid City sought refuge at your doorstep 2 months ago. He recounted the dire situation in the impoverished Midwest, revealing that Rapid City was in the throes of a grave threat, brought about by the mysterious emergence of dangerous monsters from the heart of the Black Hills. Heartbreakingly, their pleas for help had fallen on deaf ears, leaving the locals to grapple with the menacing creatures on their own. Your cousin also revealed a bizarre turn of events. Driven by desperation and hunger, the resilient townsfolk had resorted to hunting and eating those very same monsters. So it's a little bit of like dungeon meshy then, really. Just, yeah, the monsters might kill us, yeah, we might eat the monsters, yeah, maybe if the monsters are eating us and then we eat them, maybe there's a little bit of like cannibalism issues there, it's fine. Stream just shows the options menu right now. That is probably because I turned it to full screened windowed, because that is actually what it's still stuck on. I will fix that here as quickly as I can. And now it's summer, and you stand before the derelict restaurant that you purchased in Rapid City, your last savings invested. Inside, Wallace, your cook, who awaits ready to discuss opening day. Today, you're about to unveil a revolutionary concept. The world's first restaurant offering affordable food made from monsters. Can you keep your business alive? Okay, hold on, let me try to get this thing back into actually being visible. So, full screen windowed is broken. At least for streaming it, it's broken. It works for me, on my end. Doesn't work for the stream. Don't know what could be done to fix that. So it's like, windowed full screen mostly kind of works. But do you see what I mean by the graphical style? I think what this really... I think I remembered what the hell it is that it reminds me of. I think it's Fallout Tactics. Because Fallout Tactics has like a kind of grimy look to it. I love the game. And you know, it's like... Not saying it as a bad thing, but it has a very distinct kind of like grimy look to it. And I guess that kind of works when it's like, you know, the world is post-apocalypse. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good picture of Fallout Tactics here. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know.
Oh, that's very, very, very low res. Oh god. I'm trying to find a good picture of what I kind of mean here. That is a terribly small picture. Jesus. So maybe reminds you of Wasteland? Maybe. Maybe. I could not get into the Wasteland game. I don't remember which one I did. I think I tried Wasteland 3? Was that the one that was... That was the one that came out in like 2014 or something, wasn't it? I could not get into it. I did not particularly care for it. It felt like Fallout, but in every way basically worse. Despite being a much newer game. Q and E to rotate the camera. Okay, fair enough. So is this our main character? Is this us, effectively? I was going to look into that update, but something is wrong with the download. What do you mean? Is it not working for you at all? I might have accidentally zipped it in a wrong way. Make sure it's not docked in another folder, dude. Use V or the highlighted button to cycle through restaurant wall visibility. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep it on that then. Oh my god, dude. You need like a napkin or a washcloth? You good? You see a flustered, rotund man sweating behind the stoves. What's interesting is that his hands are surprisingly clean, no matter how dirty other parts of him get. His fluster isn't the overworked sense of discomfort, but something else more internal. This is the passionate cook you work with to set up Midwest 90.
Hey, boss! All's good in the back. You can count on Wallace. Yeah, just ignore the flies. They add extra flavor.
He takes a big gulp of air and wipes the sweat off his face as he settles down. He looks at you, and his eyes. He squints them. Then he gives you a wink. He slowly unbuttons the top of his shirt. Anyway, he takes a big gulp of air and wipes the sweat. Yep.
We've got a new Zoid burger We've got a few Zoid burger patties all set to go.
We're eating Zoidberg? That sounds terrible. Did you turn off Windows Defender? What do you mean? Wait, it won't download as Windows won't let me download it as it thinks it's a virus. It thinks my mod is a virus? Fuck you, Windows. What the hell?
What we need now is a pretty menu for our customers. Let's put our Zerga under the menu and set a low price to grow our popularity. That's how we hook 'em, boss. With some good food at some low prices. Well, at least for now.
Good to have you with me, Wallace. It's a long way from home, isn't it? You sense a wave of vigor rising within Wallace. He beams at you with a slight adoration of a young man for his mentor.
You betcha! That's how they say it here, right? I don't have a future back home, but here, it's a fresh start. Wallace gets his break. Yep. Well, let's find out if Midwest 90 is worth a long trip here, boss.
Okay, where's the romance option? It really does think my mod is a virus. Dude, I can guarantee you it's not. You know, really? Trust me, bro. Slot 1, okay. Is the Zoiga. 1059, 850, okay. Well, that's a hell of a... Wait! Okay. There's some things I could say about this, because... Yeah, it's like a $6 burger, right? You know, it's like, I'm trying to think of like real life examples, and it's like a $6 burger is very cheap now, right? But it's slowly increasing to $10, because now it's like, in a lot of areas, it is 10 to 12 bucks, right? And it's like, what is McDonald's now? Like $15 or something? Like, I haven't eaten McDonald's for probably about half a decade. I cannot frickin' stand that shit. It actually makes me feel sick anytime I try to eat it, and the flavor of it is... I would rather actually eat dirt, I think. It is awful. But... like... oh, God. I don't know the point I'm trying to make here. Just, why is a $2 increase where people are complaining, but I can't just go the opposite direction with $2? It's a $4-ish cut. Like, Jesus. Like, even look at the profit. The extra customer per day is not worth it. Jesus. Popularity is 50. Yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Open the main door to open the restaurant. Like, the only reason I could see you doing this is if it was giving you an extra customer per day and it kept stacking that way, right? So it's like, oh, we'll get 42 today, we'll get 43 the next day, right? Like, it has a recurring benefit, is the only reason why I would see to do that. Entrance, a strong, sturdy red oak entrance. Yep. So is there going to be like a combat stage at night where it's like you're killing stuff for resources? Oh god, there's screen tearing. Do you see that, chat, or is that my end? Stream looks like it's good, so I'll just... I won't worry about it. Customers are your main source of income. Pay close attention to them and their feedback to help improve your services. They are also affected by the dishes you serve them. What do you mean affected by the dishes I serve them? Because I would imagine that means like, oh hey, if I feed them this particular monster, they might shit themselves and die horribly. They are eating monster pieces. Surely some of it is a little toxic. Wallace, buddy, you gotta carry that with both hands. If you slip, that shit's gonna go all over the place. I know you think you're really good with your psychic abilities, but I don't pay you to show off with your psychic abilities. You're there to cook. We also don't have a sink. We have a stove. Why are you putting your hand on the burner? Wallace, no! Burger meshy. Yeah. Monster meshy.
Hey, over here. Hey, boss, I don't think I can handle these customers on my own. Not sure if you noticed, but I can't cook and clean tables fast enough, so customers have to wait outside in the moment. And if customers wait too long for a table, though, they'll leave. It's time to hire a waiter.
I'll sing for them. I got a lovely singing voice.
Yeah, thanks, boss.
You had to go into Windows Defender to allow it. I don't know what to tell you there, dude. I really don't know why it's kicking out errors. It doesn't have an executable to it. There shouldn't be anything kicking out errors. The only thing to it is a DLL, but if you keep it in the RAR, it shouldn't matter. DLLs, I think, can kick out errors with UAC sometimes, but it shouldn't if it is packaged. And again, it's like you can... I have the GitHub open. If for some reason you think that you are... you know, I'm not trustworthy enough, you can look at every single bit of that thing's code. There is nothing malicious there, so I don't know why Windows is thinking that something is happening there. More to the point, it doesn't even try to do anything. It's literally just API calls to the Vintage Story APIs. That's it. Anyway. Hire. Jonas, Brian, James, and Trench. That's a great name. What am I looking at here? Service skill, cooking skill. Alright, sorry Wallace, we gotta fire you, dude. What is this? Is this how fast they work, or is this how fast they get here? $18 per day. I don't know if I should hire James as a backup cook. Windows Defender is just overreactive. Better to turn it off and use a different antivirus in your former IT opinion. I mean, yeah, it is overreactive. It definitely likes to have a lot of false positives, but I mean, it's also one of those things of like, I don't think it's necessarily all that terrible to have as maybe a backup. But yeah, it is usually just kicking out errors over nothing. I cannot do 2 times speed? Huh? I'd be more motivated if you paid me more. Well, no shit, that's usually how that goes. You can switch the roles at any time. Wallace will automatically fill any empty roles. So, this is already reminding me of a different game, you know, in the same vein of you running a restaurant, but I really don't remember the name of it, because I haven't played any restaurant tycoon type of games in years. They're not exactly my cup of tea. They're not. I'm not the demographic that normally plays something like that. You thought you had it off, but this is the first time it's ever given out an error. So the ironic thing is here, dude, is, you know, you doing that thing, you know, that funny button with those funny numbers for the funny items in that mod, and then Windows tells you no. Yeah, I'm not going to be literally slapping my employees, but okay, thank you, game. I know I literally just did it, but I think I had to. Gobbler. One customer... Huh? So do you see how many things you've sold? I don't know. I mean, look, dude, you can keep hitting those buttons. I will take what you throw at me for that, but I don't think I can fix that. I legitimately do not. I think that is entirely a Windows is just a stupid thing. Again, if it was an executable, I could probably find a way for UAC or Windows Defender, you know, firewall, whatever the hell, to not shit the bed. But it's not an executable. There's nothing that is executing code in there. Vintage Story is the thing that's reading it. It is not actually activating anything on its own. Alright, I also missed a little bit of a tutorial thing there because of chat there. Something about monster attacks. Alright, so we're gonna be eating monster dogs, I guess. Legally distinct blinker enemy from Half-Life. I don't remember what the hell they're called. Eye dogs? Oh my god, is this gonna be a tower defense? $102 per day. Open doors. Okay, Wallace. Wallace deserves a pay raise, right? I don't even know how much he's getting paid right now, actually. Okay, restaurant management. $30, $30, bonus. That's a lot of goddamn money, holy Christ. Giving including a speed bonus, however, comes at a high financial cost. You know, shit. Like half an entire day's worth of income. The Nadachi takes the whole ingot. Yes, it does. Yeah, I basically just... I basically took the Zweihander smithing recipe and then just copied it over and just moved some of the voxels around. It's hard to make something cost more with it looking proper on the anvil recipe because it's only got a... It has a limit to how wide you can make it. You can make things vertical, right? Like, you know how you can do the anvils and make them bigger vertically? But that doesn't look good for a frickin' sword, you know? It looks weird. Anyway. Don't know how much money I have. Oh. Oh, I got a lot of money, actually. So, I mean, right now it's kind of, it's kind of just grimy restaurant game right now. Until the extra mechanics kick in. Oh, there we go. Now I can speed it up. Alright, what do you want, Wallace?
Hey, boss. We got through our first day. Well, the thing is, though, is we need more people for the people outside. More tables for the people outside. Here's a catalog we could use to fill the place up with furniture, decorations, wallpaper, you know, the works. Have a look.
Alright.
Excellent. Can't wait to see what you're gonna do with this place. Just keep an eye on our finances, boss.
How does this sound? Because it's... Oh, wait, I turned it pretty low, didn't I? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is that okay? A kills catalog. That is a... I thought that said 1500. It does not. HP. This is a test asset and is not recommended to be used. Yeah, but this is like a playtest, so shouldn't I use it? Yeah, you get the depression corner. There you go. No one gets to eat with each other. You come in with your family, this is a family diner, your father is sitting in the left corner, your mother's in the right corner. You get to sit in the middle between the two of them. It's the family diner that is simulating you going through experiencing a divorce as a child. Here, that guy gets to be blinded by neon lights. Here, hold on. We got whatever this little freak is. Alright. This guy gets to be judged while he eats this thing's brethren. Okay, cheap but with little storage space. What is the... That seems important. Okay, we have the shelf, we have a stove, we have that. Okay, I'm gonna push this there. No, cancel. There we go. There we go. Kind of annoying that you can't just put the stove underneath that. What am I looking at here? Oh, it's called wallpaper. It's not wallpaper. It's like knickknacks and stuff. It's interesting. I don't know what you would want to call that, but it's not wallpaper. There you go. America. Now what do you want, dude?
Hey, boss, just a second.
He expertly finishes preparing a dish and slides it onto the kitchen winter counter. He then wipes his hands with the cloth over his shoulder and then buries his sweat-drenched face into it.
Hope you're okay restocking our supplies, boss. I'm gonna be too busy keeping my eye on cooking. So, hey, boss, you gotta monitor our supplies constantly.
He pulls the cloth from his face and flips it over his shoulder.
Anyways, have you been to the marketplace yet?
Nope.
Well, that's where you should go get all our ingredients and monster meat. Smack right in the center of town near the old mill by Omaha Street. I checked out the stalls, and the vendors know what they're doing. I'm quite impressed with Jericho bringing in the monsters. Boy, I'd love to join him on one of his hunts one of these days, boss. And then there's Karen, who runs the mart by the corner, although she looked a little short-handed. Nice lady. Real nice. If you know what I'm meaning.
Okay, what did I do with the recipes that you're talking about, dude? I'm not sure specifically what you're referring to there. Is this? These are 3D assets, aren't they? Is this a pre-rendered, like, cutscene? Well, not cutscene, but like, frame? Are they doing kind of like the Resident Evil thing? I don't know if this is pre-rendered or if this is actually, like, artwork. You see a man with scars chopping meat in his stall, set up halfway inside of a train carriage. This guy looks like he's gonna sell me meth. As he raises his cleaver, you see that his arms are strong in a lean, wiry way, with Patriot tattoos across the tough skin. I misread that chat message. Oh boy. Okay. Behind him are a few men skinning, with no doubt whatsoever, a large, purple, one-eyed beast. You take a second look at what the older man is chopping. He notices your stare, and turns to you with a nod.
Howdy, stranger. The name's Jericho.
He cleans the blood off the cleaver. Blue blood.
You interested in some Zoid meat?
Yeah, please. He lowers his cleaver and takes a good look at you. You can almost see him go into himself, thinking. Something he seems to do as who he is, despite looking the way he does.
Pleasure's mine. I know who you are, and if you don't mind me saying, I often peg you city slickers as rash folk. But you and that boys of yours, Wallace? Well, both of you are gonna fit in here just swell.
He wipes and extends his hand to you, and you take it. You sure you should do that?
Welcome to Rapid, Slick. Take a gander at what I have. Most of the Zoid meat you see here goes to them poor folks around town. Lucky for you, this week we shot down more than we expected. We don't usually have this much. But if you need more, come visit on Sunday. We restock then.
There's a lot of... I don't see any reason not to just buy all of it right now, unless it goes bad.
Hey!
Oh my lord. That is uncanny. Oh! Oh god! No, I don't like that. I don't... Ah! Okay, I'm sorry, but I want to actually see what the mechanic is at night, or if you fight Zoids or, like, tower defense or what. What is this? Batter mix. I don't think we have anything. Bread? Sounds important. I mean, we have a few $1,000s still. I don't see any reason not to just buy a crap load of this. Shelf space. Not great. Okay. Dakota cheese. A lot of these icons are very, very... I'm sorry. Goya? Well... I guess I'll just... have to do. Jericho, Karen. I like how they're just both open at the same time. How do I get out of here? Okay. Seared Zoid steak. Test recipe. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty high quality for art. Looks pretty good. Alright, so what are we looking at? Tasting, this is for Miserite? Looked clean. Mashed taters. We don't have taters, I didn't buy any. Shit. Shelf space. Okay, hold on. Wait, I thought I bought a bunch of meat. Or is that the... Oh! The meat and the dry... Okay. Wait. Right? No, because the french fries and the veg should definitely be frozen. No? Shoot. I'm gonna need to buy taters. That was the wrong person.
Hey!
Okay, taters? Taters? No. Taters, yep.
What are taters, precious?
Hey!
Okay, there we go. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that you can't go to the market and this area still goes. A seared Zoid steak. Doesn't seem particularly great, truthfully. Oh, you can sell that at literally no profit. Yeah. So what does that mean? Why is it red? Is that like how many ingredients you have? Okay, it's now midnight. Do we have to close the store, or does that just happen at a certain time? Yes, okay. This store is open to midnight. That is a very long amount of time for a restaurant to be open. Popularity gain has been lost? Why? Finances, terrible. Okay. Send one employee home early. Yeah, sorry, Wallace. Well, I'm certainly not going to send him home right now. Where are you going? Huh? Oh, for pity's sake. No, come back! I really think that should just save what you had the last day. God damn it. Those two getting kicked away probably... What do I do? He's just punching it! Okay.
Boss, those things, they got in! They're not supposed to be this deep in town. Boss, you're gonna need to get us some defenses. I think Jericho is the person to talk to about that.
I'm running a restaurant here, dude.
Well, whatever it is, we need to guarantee some sort of safety to our staff and customers, boss. Otherwise, no one's gonna come to Midwest 90, we'll close down. Or worse. Every home west of M Hill has been deserted thanks to monster attacks. I've heard some people there even died. Jericho and his hunters... supposed to be... Wait, what? Jericho and his hunters are supposed to be... Okay. To be hunting... keeping that western border under control. I wonder if we can see about hiring some of them as guards to keep us safe. I'm totally down with that. Maybe Jericho can arrange something for us.
Having a small stroke. Okay.
Hey, good to see ya. Whole town's been talking about your business.
He chops down on a new piece of zoid meat, and he nods at you.
Haven't been this much excitement in a while. Heard you got a dead body over there. You need it taken care of?
I need defenses.
Defenses, huh? An honest person would never have sold you their place across the interstate. It's just outside our patrols. You're having monster problems, right? He isn't here now, but yesterday I spoke with Danny Boy about you. Danny Boy.
Basic shotgun trap. Oh, okay. It is actually just going to be frickin'... Yeah, hold on. Let me just, Huh. Okay. It's kind of interesting. 50% discount on meat. That seems really good, though. Like, that actually seems really cheap for how good of a benefit that probably actually is in the very long term. Yep, it... Well, that's just a dead end. Like, they can go in there and then nothing happens. Can I move these around? Like, can I... It looks like these are pylons that you would be able to build new walls at. Okay. Kinda reminds me of a death trap. So where's my trap? Oh. Oh, it's a... Okay, it's a... hard point for a trap, basically. Alright. Can you rotate? Okay. That seems to work pretty good. I don't know why the simulation mode is very, very... No. I don't think the simulation mode needs the... siren. Can you see it? Yeah. Yeah, there... That... It's just a frickin' shotgun strapped to a goddamn pallet. Another day, another $600 lost. Oh, isn't that great? I'm honestly kind of surprised that there wasn't any kind of inference of being able to chop up and eat the human guests because they died. Why'd I just lose 5? Hold on. I'll send him early now. That actually works. That should probably be scaled off of how early you send them home, rather than just a flat amount. Alright. I don't know how... I don't know how long this demo is going to go for, but I would like to at least see that and then probably call it. I guess this red evil blood mist fog, whatever, is the incursion? Yeah, like, oh hey, god damn it, I forgot again. Yeah, I'm gonna need more taters. Alright. Go to the marketplace while this place is about to be besieged, it's fine. I really don't like her face. It is uncanny to me. It's... And that, I don't like that. That little head cock. It is triggering the uncanny valley in my brain. Something fierce. Okay, do I have both? Oh, no. There we go. So... You do? Yeah. You don't even need to buy meat from Jericho. Sucker. He sold me stuff to make myself self-sufficient. Oh god, look at that. Is that supposed to be a piece of lettuce or what? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be lettuce. Okay, I thought it was supposed to be like a green piece of meat. You know, like green eggs and ham. Like, don't you want your hamburger to have like a green piece of ham? Monster ham on it? Nummy.
Hey, boss. Another day, another monster attack. Something tells me that these monsters aren't gonna let up. You're gonna have to be vigilant, keep working on our defenses. It isn't all doom and gloom, though. Look at all this fresh meat. We can use this. No point in letting some good fresh meat go to waste. And from now on, I'm gonna throw what's left of those critters back into the freezer. We can cook it, or you can find someone to sell it to. Oh, what a clever boy. Oh, boss. Oh, come on. Don't embarrass me in front of the staff. Not the customers, but the staff. Now they're gonna make fun of me. But it is a good idea, though, isn't it? When we have excess, just sell it to someone else.
So, how do we reload these? I don't know what that does. I do not know what that button does. It's not telling me. Move. Rearm. Rearm. Okay. Wallace, what are you doing? You are... Okay. Sits standing right next to the fire extinguisher. Puts the fire out with his bare hands. Wait, on what icon? Oh. Okay. I wonder if you get a bigger restaurant at some point. I can't imagine you don't, because this is a very small diner. I would also imagine that with the expansion, it also moves the fence around a bit. Can you, like, double-click to open this? Right-click, middle mouse? No, it doesn't seem like there's any quick and easy way of doing that. Alright. Research will take 12 hours. Sure? Does it have to be Wallace specifically, or can I get a second dude? Can I repair this? Yep. Is there a hotkey to repair? No. Or at least I can't find it. Slow and steady. Capsule waiter speed to 5. Ew. Oh, it's a thing you can... Ah. Okay, there's a little bit of extra mechanics going on here that you can do. Waiter speed to 5, but what is he? He's like... Huh? But that's what his speed was anyway. Just how fast can you get your waiters? Like, is this gonna be like some anime shit where they're just like flash stepping from A to B? Hey boss, I'm gonna need some help with these kitchen fires. Working with these old equipments might be affordable, but they come with some risks. Is that alright? What do you need me to do? We'll get better at avoiding fires as we improve our skills, but in the meantime, you should get a fire... Yeah, okay. A little bit of Sims in here. Why are my customers like good little angels? It's kind of strange. Okay. Well, I don't think there's much more for me to quickly and easily get to. There's probably a little bit more here, but I think I'm gonna call it here soon. Gonna give it a little bit more. Maybe just close the doors and let Wallace, you know, get the research done. Is he researching? I don't know. A new vendor in town. Okay. Hold on, I'll go check that out. 8 p.m. to 5. Okay, so he's only open at night. What is he, like the drug dealer?
Hey, kid, you want some penis enlargement pills?
I don't know if there's a button to do it, or if I'm just missing it, but I really feel like there needs to just be a quick repair, quick rearm button. You know, just small quality of life thing. Or just a toggle for auto doing it. I like how the seagulls immediately land where they just died to eat them, presumably. Right, pit pug. Indian tacos. Okay. I don't know why it's got that name, but alright. Is it even tacos? Kind of? I mean, other than the skull, the rest of it looks edible. Do you suppose the skull is complimentary? You know, you can just keep coming here getting the same dish, and you can keep the skull every time? The customer feels a surge of energy rushing through them. Rushing through? Increasing strength. I think that might also be a bit of a type of it. Does 3 damage per hit to the target. What do you mean? Customers with this trait will automatically have a +2 to health and fight monsters. Do you really? Oh, okay. Hey, thanks for, you know, like, being a patron at our restaurant. Can you go kill those giant fucking rats there, please? Here's a cleaver. Try not to do too much damage to the meat. We gotta use that. There's a little bit of conflict of interest there, I think.
Hey!
Oh, and by the way, if you die, don't worry about the funeral. We'll handle the body. Wait, so what is it I ate? Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. You know what I'm saying? Wait, so why is... Wait. How is this a zero profit? It's like, technically speaking, we sourced all the meat ourselves, so the only thing we're having is the bread and the cheese. At least I think it has cheese on it. Chopped veg, cold sour cream, and shredded... Okay, whatever that is. I think that's cheese on the bottom right? So it's like... Is this taking into account just those two? Because I don't think it is. I think it's accounting the flat value of what it would cost for all 3 materials. So technically speaking, we would be making profit. It would just be probably a few pennies to the dollar, really. The heck was that? A golden tip. A customer has left you a golden tip, which is worth twice the cost of the dish. Golden tips increase your waiter's motivation. Sealing it before the waiter collects it will improve your bottom line. However, all your employees will lose motivation. All of them. Eek. I mean, it's fair the fuck enough. You're stealing tips. Yeah, that's scummy. I forgot to check out that new vendor. God damn it. Hold on, I'm gonna do one more day, this one right here, right now. Before the devil. I'm going to check out the new vendor. Okay, what do we do? What do you want? Okay. So, what are we looking at? We are looking at 8 p.m. Alright, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm going to check out that new vendor, and then I'm going to call it. Because I don't know when this demo will end, and it's already feeling like it's going to... It already feels like it's been a lot of time, and it feels like it's going to be a lot more time. I'm not saying the game is bad or anything, but I kind of want to end the stream. It's been 3.5 hours. It's been a pretty good amount of time. Dear enterprising restaurateur, my oh my, what a brave one you are, coming here to seek your fortune. The right time, the right place. Let's see how many dollars in profit you can muster with monsters roaming your backyard. You have 17 days. Ever your admirer, Mr. X. Sure, dude. 17 days.
Return the slab, or suffer my curse. You have 17 nights. Each night you will be plagued by new monsters.
So why is he glowing? Is that the buff? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, shit! Oh no! Cat. I was joking that he was a drug vendor. Is it safe? God. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not reading all this, but I kinda... Some is right. A new street drug that you can use to spike your dishes and make them more potent. So, it... You are literally basically just adding crack. Like, you were doing the Coca-Cola thing. You just... Night Fang honey. No, we don't have that. I don't think we will have that. Oh, so it's like buffing up its innate effect. That's kind of interesting. Wait, hold on. Is this a rendition of Sweet Home Alabama? Am I going insane here? I swear I heard the chord progression for Sweet Home Alabama. How do you do this? Or is that just an option and that's now toggled? Oh, yeah, it's just a toggle. Okay. Oh, you can just do it from here. Oh, well then why would I ever do it from the frickin' cooking menu? This is so much easier. You can just do that and also...
Wow, drugs pay off.
Drugs are bad, okay? Are we sure drugs are bad? Oh, I thought the game just... it froze for a little bit there. I thought it crashed. Yeah, just use drugs. It's fine. That's how you make money. Just put drugs in everything. It might end up with some people addicted or dead. It's a small price to pay, you know. Think of the bottom line. Come on. Don't be that guy. Feedback. Okay, that does actually open the browser. It is not an inbuilt thing. Let's see. What else? Wish list. Is this onto Steam or is this opening browser? That is browser. Okay. So, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, this is Midwest 90, whatever the heck the other title of it was. It's kind of a strange creature. I think this might be a very good example right there why you probably shouldn't eat monster meat. Because I'm gonna assume that that is what is happening there. Is he ate a little bit too much of that monster meat. That's actually the second game then. If that is actually the case, then this is the second game of the night where eating monster turns you into monster. He looks fine. What about the blue veins? I don't think you're supposed to have blue blood. So, what do you guys think? What do you think, chat? Because, I don't know. I'm not really the demographic for this, and I wonder what the demographic of people is for this. Because most people that I've known that would like this type of game, you know, like back in the day for Flash games, you had stuff like, the Papa's series, right? Like Papa's, Freezeria. Absolutely hated those games myself, but I knew a lot of people that did actually play those and enjoy them. You know, or other such, you know, restaurateur type of tycoon games. Usually they were more casual types. Tossing in a tower defense element into this with monsters and then eating the monsters and then actually potentially losing customers or your employees because they are quite literally getting murdered, I feel like would turn away a lot of those people that I knew or know that do like these types of games. With that being said, I think what is here is good. I just don't know necessarily who this is for, because it's not really the demographic I'm in. I like tower defense games. But then managing a restaurant on top of it? I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not a bad game by any means. It's actually doing it very well, I think. And I also feel like I'm only really scratching just the surface here. You know, one or two people who would be into this, it's very specific. Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm trying to say, I think, isn't it? Like, it feels very niche. I cannot think off of the top of my head any other game that is like this where you are managing a restaurant and also having a tower defense aspect to it. Now, there's a few games that are kind of a little bit of tycoon game plus a little bit of something else. I think it's like the Atelier games or whatever. The, what the hell was it called? Shopkeep? What the hell was it called? Reciteer, maybe? Like Reciteer, Shopkeep, like there's a few other games where you're running a store and then you go out yourself on an adventure to go gather materials. There's other games kind of like this in a way, like Merchant, where you hire adventurers to go get you materials and then you sell their byproducts. This feels a lot more specific, though. And it's not bad. It's doing the mixture very well. Potion craft? No. No, I wouldn't say it's like potion craft too much, because potion craft is... It is you sitting in a store. They bring you stuff. You sell potions. There is nothing really more to it. The last update to potion craft gave it, you know, gardening and whatnot, but you are growing herbs. You're not suddenly having a tower defense aspect in potion craft. You know, it keeps to the very casual crafting of potions. With that being said, potion craft is somewhere kind of like strangely not casual at points too. It is casual for most of it, but then trying to make some of those potions, and especially if you're trying to do like the Philosopher's Stone recipe, it becomes a slog. I have actually 100%ed potion craft at this point in time, and trying to do the Philosopher's Stone recipes sucked. It took me like a solid 2 to 3 hours of just sitting there, put thing into pestle and mortar, grind it, put into pot, stir, rinse, repeat for 2 full hours. It's a lot. Anyway, I'm not going to go into potion craft. We're here to talk about Midwest 90 Rapid City and other such games, but yeah. I think I'm going to end the stream here. I had a couple others on my docket, but at this point, I've now gone for almost 4 hours of stream. My throat is starting to get a little sore because I have yapped for almost 4 hours. So, yeah. I like what's here. I don't know if I would necessarily play the full release, but that's not because it's a bad game. It's just not my... You know, it's not my wheelhouse. It's not my genre. It's not my, you know, any number of different ways you want to basically repeat and say the same thing with. But it's done well. I don't have any real complaints about it other than maybe just a couple of quality of life things. That's really it. I mean, I guess if you really want to count the... What is it? Was her name literally Karen? Like, she's a little freaky looking. And Jericho, the meat vendor guy, he reminds me of something, and I don't know what. Wait. Hold on. You know what he reminds me of? I think I just remembered. Hold on. So this is Jericho, right? Yeah, so there he is. Hold on. Yeah. Well, kind of. He doesn't have a mullet, but... Kinda. I don't know, maybe there's something else that it reminds me of, and I just can't remember, but... I don't know, maybe the Far Cry? I don't know, like, that dude's face, seriously, like... This really reminds me of something, and I can't put my finger on it. That's pretty close. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I swear to God that he looks almost exactly like something else, and I don't know what. I don't know if it was a game. I don't know. You know what it might be? Alright, so you know how Jericho has the yellow sunglasses? So that's Far Cry right there. What was this? Was this 5? Maybe it's the yellow sunglasses. I don't know. Alright. It's a Zolgrim that doesn't know how to play games, but knows how to code with Tyrant's weird code. What do you mean, like an alternate version of me? Could you imagine if there was, like, an evil version of me? Just walking around out there? The idea of two of me out there. Ugh. Yeah, I don't even want there to be one. That one was 5? Okay. I hope... Isn't that the default? Maybe. Maybe. Anyway. I'm going to go now. I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not really hungry. I don't know. Maybe just kick back, relax, and do something. Have you ever tried to relax? It's a contradictory thing, you know? The more you try to relax, the harder it is to do so. Dew is still streaming. How long has he been streaming? I mean, saying he's still streaming when I don't know when he started is kind of a moot point, because, you know, it's like he could have started streaming 10 minutes ago. If he's been streaming for like 18 hours, please go tell him he needs help. Like, he needs to stop now. Who knows? Well, the stream should tell you. Like, there should be some sort of ticker telling you how long he's been live for. I think. I don't know. I don't watch streamers. 2.5 hours. Oh. Well, why are you saying he's still streaming? I've been doing that. I've been streaming for almost 4 full hours. You're saying he's still streaming like he's got a problem. Like, hey. Did you know this guy that you know has been streaming for like 9 hours straight? He hasn't gotten up to go to the bathroom. He hasn't ate. You know, we're really worried about him. I think we need to have an intervention. You're making it sound like it's so much more than it is. Alright. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna go now. And I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. And I think I just might have broken my reader glasses. Oh, shit. The joint is wiggling around now. That's kind of strange because the screw is still in there. What? Okay, well. Yeah, have a good night, guys. I'm going to have to now go see what's wrong with my glasses. Yay. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's because the headset, my, you know, the earpiece is pushing on the ear rests. I think it's been slowly wearing them down. You know, putting them on and taking them off and whatnot. Anyway, that's enough. I'm done. Goodbye. Good night. Have a good one, etc. Bye. See ya.